Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, October 19th. I'm Gunarm Dine, call me Dine, and welcome to part 11 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI The Eternal Crystals. Before we continue off the game, I just want to show off a couple little Easter eggs that one commenter brought to my attention, and one that reflects the changes that happened on the world before, well, after the events of the last video. But I honestly don't know how to describe this, but it's something I noticed when I was a kid, and actually forgot to display in part 9, but if you come up to one of the toilets and push the button, you get that. So our tour from part 9 is officially complete at this point. And that's all I have to show off in Vector, so let's just get out of here. And unfortunately, the gal who gives the free healing at the front of town is no longer there. I guess the flames finally drove her off. Yeah, these fires are burning a long time. What are these buildings made out of? Well, wood and stone, apparently, but what kind? Now, you may notice that when the floating continents overshadowed the world in the previous video, that Albrook was the town that the cutscene showed. And if you go in there, it's actually overshadowed now. You get Eternal Night. And these people will say something different. How can an island float in the sky? I'll play Final Fantasy III. That's the first one that demonstrates. And basically, that's all that it changes in Albrook. Most everyone else says the exact same things. Now, before I move on, this is going to be my party for the next dungeon, except for Celeste. Do not take Celeste, however, equip her as necessary. That will be explained later on. So I have everyone prepared. And once you're ready to move on, select Find the Floating Continent. And I recommend being about mid-level 30s before taking this on. 30 at the minimum on this version. Quick, let's jump onto that thing! Only 3 allowed in your party, the others must stay on board. That will be explained why later. So I have these 3 all prepared. Take 2 magic users. Never have less than 2 for this section, especially on this hack. We have the awesome Battle on the Big Bridge Final Fantasy V music to replace what's going on here. And plenty of dragons. Uh-oh, a monster ambush! I guess that's still gonna be Setzer. We're surrounded! Let's give him a bloody lip! Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the battles in here or not. They're all the same enemies, just different groups. And you want to have one dedicated healer and one dedicated black mage for later on. Take out those bloody eyes first. They have an attack that will deal random status ailments to your party, and the animation takes forever. But I have everyone to at least level 30. All the magic users have all the spells that they can learn. And I recommend 2 magic users and 1 hard hitter. So someone with a Hawkeye or even Mash. The Hawkeye is usual with its aerial attack. Most of the time. And do all your healing between battles. Use only Cure. Because Kira and Kiraga on this hack take a lot of MP. That's probably the main reason to get the gold hairpin over Mog on this hack, at least. But I think we'll be fine. I did it on my first run without the gold hairpin. And I'm getting lucky because on my practice run, I got the group of 3 with 2 bloody eyes, and they used that one attack I talked about every time. And our Stone Blade fails yet again. Has that thing succeeded at all yet? In the original hack, it's the Imperial Air Force that attacks you during this part, which makes no sense, considering Setzer has the only airship technology on the planet. No, I'm not going to edit the battles out of this just because of the music. Probably the most popular theme from Final Fantasy V. So much so that it beat out every other battle theme on Theater Rhythm to represent it. Something curious approaches. Indeed it is. It looks like some kind of dragon. Is that thing pregnant, or is that just a big tumor on its lower right side? Oh, here we go. Here's the combination I was worried about. Yes, attack him. He's got the black. Oh! Owned! Oh, double own! Good job, Tarzan! There's a moment of awesome for him right there. Oh, the sham smear, which reduces HP by half. Not too big of a problem against these guys. Let's cure everyone up really quick. The full healing for only 20 MP. A single cast of Cura costs 40. Or the 45? We'll find out. Another routine battle. Oh, Tarz, what happened to the throw animation one? Finish him. Thanks. Okay. May have one more regular battle before this guy finalizes the approach, but nope! We have Gilgamesh! Indeed, he's back instead of Orthos. I can't let you continue! The crystals are mine! That wasn't Gilgamesh's voice, that was Cesar's voice. Stray Cat? Beautiful. Beautiful! Oh, I love the Stray Cat! And we have Typhoon, not Chupong. Now, this is just a routine battle between everyone until the end of this one. Yeah, having Tarza do his rage or regular attacks, both of them are very handy for this and the next battle. I mean, look at that! 9999 with Cat Scratch. I'm only about halfway through the game. Now, I used Lock in my practice run, but oh, I am not regretting the change at all. This battle's already over. He just knocks us off the airship. Now try to be at full HP before this next part, because we got another boss fight right now. And I hate this fight. It is so much harder on this version than on the original. But I have Zone Seek, and where you are, Straight Gate right there. And Medine. Zone Seek will cast Shell on everybody, while Medine is just a non-elemental attack. But here's where you want a Black Mage and a White Mage. One dedicated healer. One to attack. I'll probably have Tina go into trance and make her the Black Mage. I'm not in need of healing yet. But yeah, Luzara was very useful against Gilgamesh. Not that I needed it on this one. Have Tina go into trance. I actually haven't seen her do that yet. Level 4 flare. I think everyone should be safe. I think I'm at 33 in this party. Yep, we're good. I gotta heal up anyway. So Tina's attack and magic power are doubled when she's in trance. They call her the boss killer. And is useful in the case of when she has plenty of trance to use. Because if you wait a long time between uses, it lasts that much longer. If you just spam it, it won't last more than 1 or 2 turns. But yeah, she just did a lot more damage than Setzer, and we've already beaten this guy. This guy gave me so much trouble in practice, but we curve stomped him this time. Hi, Lovings. I rarely stream because I am lazy. I try to do at least once a week, but I'll probably do projects in between my main videos. Kefka, Zemus, and the statues are just ahead. Here's our save point. Actually, I'm just going to save. And I have not found a special someone, Lovings. I've just been lazy. Last week I didn't stream because I was hooked on Hyrule Warriors and Smash Bros. 3DS. Done with the Empire. Once I outlived my usefulness and tried to off me. I'm just getting emotional. We thought you were a goner. Is Interceptor alright? He's fine. Come on, let's go. Forget about me. We can't just leave you. And Shadow is back in our party. That's why you can only take 3. He is unequipped. Make sure he has stuff that he can take. Let's go ahead and give him a new relic. Yep. I think. Nope. I thought Tarzan already had the Gale Hairpin. So the Gale Hairpin, and admittedly, I'm going to equip the Ward Bangle for this. Let's top off and then take on the Floating Continent. I'm into the new Smash Brothers because I've always loved the series. I've got most of the challenges complete. And we'll take on some new enemies and fight the good fight in here. Now there are plenty of hidden passages. Just explore every nook and cranny that looks suspicious. And they'll usually reveal themselves automatically. So ninjas, we saw these guys in the sealed cave. So here they are in their official capacity. And yep, they go invisible, so you have to hit them with magic. Usually a level 1 spell will be good enough. Why do I have black magic lowest? I don't know. Cat scratch, and he threw a weapon. I don't know if that was a bug or not. This guy goes invisible, but Slot will probably hit him. Beauty. This is actually the best place in this area, well, in this part of the game for experience and magic points. The problem is getting to it. Okay, Murasame, so weapon for Shadow in case you don't have anything for him. Nice little increase. The Kazakiri has Wind Slash, Murasame doesn't. There. Way to this chest right here. More new enemies, so we'll take them out. If I remember correctly, you want to take out the Red Devils first. Yeah, we're playing Ghosts and Goblins all of a sudden. Level 5 death, everyone should be safe from that. Doomclaw, yeah, he's problematic. If you have Strago, he'll learn level 5 death from there. Okay, these clay golems are apparently resistant to physical. I don't remember how. Many changes on this one. Oh, random. Obsidian Rabbit, as it's called. Go ahead and hit him with some magic. There we go. And this chest here has a monster in a box. Probably the hardest enemy in here, but the only time you can fight him, the Hellgeese. And I keep just... Firaga, counterattack. Oh, you suck. I throw here. Oh. Main attacker and oh! Why did I do that? Why did I throw the flame tongue? This guy's fire based. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. I should have done Jira. Okay, I gotta count on you, Tarzan, to take this guy out quickly. Double cure at this point. He's still not dead! My goodness! Nice block. Nice double block. How many attacks does this guy get? Not good. And Tarzan's still hasted, even though he's down. Not dead yet? Good gracious gravy. Thank you, Delicious. Brown and along. Reference to the Castlevania 3 race they do with Super LP Heroes. Oh, okay. God. Ah, jeez. That guy's even worse on this. Frog Spear? I did all that for a Frog Spear? It's a much better weapon for Shadow in the original. And actually, I'm gonna go back to the save point and rest up. Just spamming that Cura is what costs all the Setsu's MP. So let's run back really quick. And the annoying thing is you can't run away from those ninjas. Fortunately, after this retreat, I shouldn't have to come back here. There's one save point in the middle of the dungeon. Actually made it without another battle. Usually not that lucky. Definitely going to save after taking that guy on. Now, for whatever reason, the passage is reformed after using that 10, but they're not hard to find again. And this is the way forward, into the little warp hole. Oh, at least Mario gets to use pipes. Oh, I've got to keep this battle in now because the Stone Blade actually instantly killed something. That's what I wasn't saying anything before that, but there we go. Yeah, we have switches as well as hidden walls to create ways forward. Is there anything up here? Nope, that's the way forward. I'm hitting the next switch. Big battle, let me run away from it. Now, one is the way forward, one just takes me in an endless loop. I believe this one is the way forward. Nope, dead end actually. Once again, when I thought I had the game memorized. This is another one of those songs in the soundtrack I can't decide if I like or hate. I mean, it's catchy, but what are those instruments back there? And just... Oh, Platinum Dragon, new enemy. There is one more new enemy in here that hopefully we'll run into before finishing up here. These have plenty of HP. But not too problematic if I remember correctly. It'll just take a while to go down. Not nearly as annoying as those death claws up there. Yes, I'm going to say death. Screw the censorship. Tina, these guys are gunning for you. Oh, Cyclonic. Never mind! I forgot they had this. Reduces HP by about 90%. Come on, Tarzan, cat scratch him. I may lose someone. I call that... What? 1 HP! 1 HP! Kill me! Fortunately, this ability cannot be fatal. It just comes pretty dang close. Uh, 40 MP for Rays? Oh, good grief. I have Phoenix down. Let's use them. Yeah, the increased MP cost on this is one of the pieces of fake difficulty that it gets into. That's why my primary magic user... Oh, new enemy, Behemoth. Oh, and that replaces the other new enemy I was thinking of, which is just a normal dragon. I keep skipping it. Yeah, I need to let Tarzan go first every time. Usually one shot. Pretty much anything. I think this guy has a counterattack when he dies. I'm trying to remember if that was taken from the original or if it's just a normal behemoth tradition in Final Fantasy that got implemented. Come on, guys, finish him off. Still not down. Oh, never mind. Yep, final counterattack is nothing special. That should be all the enemies we've seen in this area. And what was I saying before the battle? Oh yeah, one of the reasons why I take certain magic users into the final battles because they have the right relics that reduce MP cost. And come back down here where the way is open thanks to this platform lowering. We are about halfway through the dungeon at this point. Getting close to the save point. And way forward, not there. Up to the right, there are a couple of optional areas over here. That switch opens the way forward. Oh, as usual, explore everywhere else first. And over here, another chest. A beret, that's a piece of equipment for Realm only. And coming down here into this little stomach area, we have our mid-dungeon save point. Super handy. Now, depending on your party leader, the appearance of the tents will change. They're not all entirely unique, though. Oh. Yeah, so Tina gained a level. So did Setzer. They're going to be affected by level 5 death now. So coming to this dungeon at level 33. Oh, I have to switch again. Here's our chance to leave if we want to. Fortunately, you do not have to redo the fight before the dungeon. Nope. We're good to go and continue on to the end. Way forward. And our dungeon boss. Scarmillion. I am Scarmillion, Earth Guardian, and servant to the Dark Crystals. You shall not pass. That wasn't a very good Gandalf fan. Actually, I should have swapped out Otina's Esper to be Gollum. I'm not too worried about this guy. He's just this game's ultimate weapon. And I'm actually surprised that this hack kept the original music. I couldn't remember which one it kept, and I was on. Oh crap! So, Xava Bass, you can cast Reflect on yourself. A Carbuncle would have been a good choice. But I'm not too worried. We got Tarza, Rage with the Stray Cat. And honestly, I think this guy's easier than the Hellgigas. Got some shurikens, might as well use them. Now, a few more cat scratches, this guy should go down quickly. Takes HP down by 75%. Yeah, I didn't expect her to survive that. Okay, I could be in trouble here. I'm in trouble here. I'm in a whole lot of trouble here. Well, that's what I get for saying this guy was easy. And we finally have a death in the project. We're going to try that again. brings us back to where we were. Okay, let's give Tina Carbuncle. And let's get up here. I had a lot more trouble with approaching the continent on my first time playing. I think I beat that guy on the first try last time, but oh well. And Tarza's also at level 35. Yeah, if you get a game over and then restart, you actually keep all your experience. That's one feature I think I mentioned before, but I didn't get to show off until just now. You can always skip that battle. Edited out that battle. Nope. I'm gonna try this again. And go through the same spiel. See, the annoying thing is everyone gets their turn, but the menu doesn't come up while he's talking. I'm gonna keep HP up with potions. There we go. And bring up the ruby guy. That's right there. We need you to cat scratch a lot, Tarza. And the classic trick of casting it on yourself and letting it reflect your damage. We should take this guy out this time. Oh, what's that? You tried to cast Flare on me? I don't think so. That's second fire. The interesting thing is, with the counterattack on Tarza there, the black belt... Oh, we curb stomped him this time. The black belt, he counterattacks with his normal, regular attack, and not with the rage he's under. And just in time, too, because Reflect wore off there. Alright. I sold my skills to the Emperor. I have no right to fight together with him. And so he leaves, just go straight forward, and we've reached our goal. Time for lots of cutscenes. Well, well. Celeste, welcome back. I came to stop you. And that's why you don't put her in your party. Then you're just in time to perish. Behold, the statues that hold the dark crystals. Yeah, make way for Celeste there. Oh, I got goosebumps. What power. Emperor Zemus, please stop this madness. Oh, miss me! Yeah, if you have Celeste in your party, she just still takes point and doesn't get affected by that. It's good to not have her so you have a full party after this portion. Celeste, come to me, my pretty. You and Kefka were given life to serve me. It is your birthright to rule the world with me. Kill the others or will overlook your treachery! Yes, I have mood whiplash because he's speaking calmly. I speak like myself! Yes, it's about time I had a line in here. Take this sword! Take care of them immediately! By the way, I'm just raising my hand. They were too lazy to put a sword sprite in there. Celeste, together we can power an entire world. Think of it. Power only breeds war. I wish I'd never been born. Ooh! Ouchies.
brat! I hate you! Dark crystals! The light is fading! I implore you, show me your power! And don't push me away like that! I command you, give me your power! Curses! You sound like a lawnmower that won't start up! Get going already! Listen to me, or you'll regret it! Give me power!
Kefka, stop it! If you destabilize those statues, you'll open the void!
No shit! And revive the Dark World!
Kefka, are you nuts?
Nuts? Emperor, don't disturb me! Haven't you been seeing my performance the whole game so far? I'm showing them the meaning of power!
No, I don't think so, friend. Your days are now over. Now relax. I'm simply going to put you to sleep with the very power you unleashed. Why do you laugh?
Oh, I should be laughing!
So be it. It is only fitting that you go to sleep laughing. Viraga!
Oh, you startled me, my makeup's running! Naughty, naughty boy!
Flare!
Oh, it was no use against the party in the previous battle, weren't you watching? No good against me, either!
No! Why isn't my magic working? Meltdown!
I'm dancing happily! You can't get me! You can't get me!
Kefka, how? How can such power be?
How? Simple! I have a special bond with the dark crystals, and I have a pretty good kick, don't I? I feed off them, absorbing their dark powers. Ha! Or didn't you notice? And now, crystals, you've shown me a sign! It is time you show this old man your true power!
No, Kefka! Don't do something stupid!
I command you, crystals! And don't take me with him! Incredible! You're way off! Where are you aiming? Oh, more to the right! Oh, almost. That was a pretty good one, actually. Run! Run, or you'll be well done! Oh, bullseye! Yes!
I've been waiting to do that well done line the whole game.
Poor old... Oh, well, what's the excuse of an emperor? And now, my next job, to take out Batman!
That's not what I wanted, Kefka. Are you the Shadow Crystal?
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Goodbye.
That talk. It's gotta be. You bastard, you'd hit a woman.
I'm going to do a little redecorating now, so don't mind me.
No! The Cloud of Darkness. He is Evil Esper.
Oh, yes, you need to go right here. I want an obtuse triangular formation. That equilibrium just bothers me. Who are you?
And where did he leap down from when we're already so high in the sky? And the arrangement kind of traps him in there, but messes things up even further. Basically, we're just...
No!
Ta-da! Go. There are people counting. I tried to give you a hand there, Shadow, but no. Don't worry about me. Run. I can't stop this chain reaction. I'll see you again. Count on it.
You can't escape the darkness!
It's a bit hard differentiating between Edgar and Shadow's voices on this, but with Shadow I try not to do emotion. Shadow, get out of here on the double! Ah, that should have been Tina's voice, but... Yep, everything will collapse behind you. There will be some fights here. This is why I said equip Celeste, because she is suddenly in our party. We 6 minutes? It's 10 in the original. But we should have enough time to get everything. Yeah, take these guys out quickly. They have a long attack animation with one of their abilities. And I don't think you can run away from any of them. You can't. Tarzan, it's your turn, man. Yeah, the cold dust freezes them for a couple minutes. But if you catch fire on them, they'll thaw out. Run away. There goes that chunk.
Sloth. Chunk. Sloth. Chunk. Ah!
One of my favorite parts from that movie. And if you want this treasure... don't go that way. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. That's right, I gave Celeste the ultimate weapon. Okay, go down around this way, otherwise you'll miss the treasure. Not too problematic. Once we beat the boss, we're home free, and the boss appears right after this, getting his chest right there. And if you try to take the direct route, it'll break away. You miss with a free elixir.
You can't run!
What kind of villainous voice was that? I don't know. Oh, we gotta go through this long animation for every character, and unfortunately, since Tarzan's hasted, it'll probably affect him more quickly. Yep. But with that done,
one-shotted!
So much for a death sentence. Now, come here, the airship's below, you wait. And here's why. Gotta wait for Shadow. And I'm actually grateful for the shorter timer on this because he does not show up until you have about 10 seconds left. It really doesn't matter how long he takes to get here, he will catch up. And this is the point of no return for the game, guys. This is officially halfway over. But after this, things are going to change completely, and essentially, Kefka wins. With what he pulls off here, he won. This is only halfway through the game, but what he's done is irreversible. And this is something that it was actually kind of groundbreaking for the series and gaming as a whole. Because, of course, you had all those choose-your-own-adventure point-and-click stuff where you would get bad endings, you would die in multiple ways until you stumbled your way through. I'm thinking of things like Shadowgate and Deja Vu. But there was nothing where things like this were part of the normal story progression, or weren't based on something that had already happened. Because on Final Fantasy II, you had the Emperor summoning all the monsters and taking over the world, but he destroyed a few cities in the end. But they rebuilt and things like that. Final Fantasy III started with a time basically frozen on the main world. The floating continent was spared. And you had the earthquake that released the crystals. Final Fantasy IV did nothing. Final Fantasy V was actually fixing something that had already been done. Because you have the three separate worlds. The two separate worlds, and the third world is them reuniting. Spoiler alert. And on this one, you have something that is altered forever with no way of undoing it. No split worlds that remerge. No unfreezing things. And this is something that this game gets away with quite well, actually, because I'm thinking of later entries in the series. Final Fantasy VII doesn't really have any world-changing events. Of course, you have Genova hitting the planet and trying to destroy with Meteor. That's eventually fixed. Final Fantasy VIII is time compression, so it deals with the fourth dimension rather than changing the landscape, but that's undone. Final Fantasy IX, you have the destruction of Terra, which only constitutes a couple of hours of gameplay, not the main world. 10, yeah, you have Xanarkand, which is just Xanarkand, not the same one that Tidus knew. And I'm just giving away everything in this series, aren't I? Final Fantasy 13, the ending on that one, nothing is changed permanently. Things are damaged, but in the end, things are saved. But on this one, the face of the entire world is rewritten. No one doing it. The best we can do is prevent it from being destroyed completely, as we'll see in the next part, and beyond throughout the second half of the game. Forgive my rambling. I'm just killing time while waiting for this countdown, and everyone on the airship is saying, "Jump! Jump down! Are you crazy? What are you waiting for?" And yeah, I was afraid of recording today because my voice is already going, but this was the last time we're actually going to see Kefka for a while, and that's kind of sad because I had so much fun doing him, doing his voice. That man, that came out wrong. Yeah, like I said before, I can see why Mark Hamill loved doing the Joker. It's just so much fun to cut loose. And okay, so it wasn't 10 seconds, probably closer to 5. If I'm wrong, I'm dead. Okay, 5 seconds. And if you skip out of him, the Shadow is permanently dead. Shadow! I'll be blown to bits before I can even collect my pay. I actually don't know how to read that line. That was one I never really got. Hey, the sky changed. Okay, back. The void! The dark world is coming! I like the void! All caps! Internet shouting. And that even though we got that chest, the sprite already shows that it's closed. But, like I said, this changes the world forever. And it doesn't matter what version it is, the entire landscape gets refaced. Ow! That had to hurt. I mean, fall into a chasm only to get crushed by the same tectonic plate. Hang on! How did an earthquake shatter the airship? But nope. Down we go. Everything changes that day. On that day, the two worlds, light and dark, became